Hello, people. How are you? It's been a long time since I wrote something. I've been trying to think about something. Then I thought, what about my passion? Let's start. That's very interesting music. I like that. So I always start my topics off with a little light music. Might be some R&B, might be pagan, uh, might be who knows? It might even be jazz one day. But I always like to start off with a little something that's real nice, calming, and soothing. Before we get before we dive right in, um, one of one of my passions one of my passions is love. Um, and the reason why one of my passions is love, well, I won't say the whole reason, but one reason why my passion is love is because not only have I been um, so lonely for generations, it's hard to find the right person, but that's not the but that's part of the reason. That's not the reason, but that is part of the reason. And another reason is because I've been around the horn. Look, I got gray hair. See, yeah, I've been around the horn. Um, and I'm very passionate about the about love, about the people, and not only the people, but everything that we see and everything that we don't see, big, small, everything. Um, and we're just going to be going bit by bit about different topics. Everything, everything in the universe got to have love, and which I think is a very important topic because without it, everybody's lost. I got to be where I'm at because I was able to fill that gap, fill that last bit of gap, fill that last void. Don't get me wrong, there's still more out there. There's still more out there to to get to to get to go out and grab, to learn. The you, nobody will can ever say I know it all. Nobody. They're gonna always be learning, or they just be satisfied with what they know. Me, I want to always learn. I want to always learn. Um, I'm satisfied with what I know, but then again, I'm not satisfied with what I know because I want to keep reaching out and grabbing more. It's just like candy. I like candy. Give me some more candy. Um, yeah, that's a topic for another day. You want to know what kind of candy I like? That's a topic for another day. Mm, yeah. Um, so right now, let's just talk about compassion. How compassionate a person is. How considerate a person is. If you have compassion, or do you have compassion for a person? Do you have compassion for a thing? What do you have compassion for? Well, I have, oh, you want to ask me? Okay, well, let's see. Well, you want to ask me? Okay, well, I'll let that one slide for right now. Me, I have compassion for a lot of stuff. Big, small, things we see, things we don't see, things that are human, things that are not human. I have compassion for them all. Um, we'll talk about me another day, but um, I will talk about myself a little bit in these topics. And if you want to know anything about me, or if you have any questions about the topics, um, feel free to write them down and I get back to you. I will be taking a look at some of the questions written down by people, and if they're good questions, they're okay questions, well, I'll answer them. If they're just like very crazy, off the wall questions, then I just pass it up. But most likely I'll probably answer you if you write the question down. So, compassion. What are you sympathetic? What are you sympathetic for? And are you sympathetic? A lot of people I see are not sympathetic. Um, some people I see are sympathetic. Some people don't like being compassionate because of their role. Many an example would be men. Some men say that they want to be men, say that they're a man. So most will not be sympathetic. Yes, you heard that right. I have seen a lot of guys that say, I'm a man, and they're not sympathetic. How can that be? Somebody explain to me, how can that be? I mean, a very good, understandable, believable answer. How can a man be a man and not be sympathetic? Do that man like females? Do that man like nature? Do the man like beach, water, swimming? Well, will the man get hurt if some of that stuff is that he likes is taken away? Or Would he just drop it and say, oh well, and find something else of the same thing? So, yeah, I have not seen it. Am I in those people? I have come across guys. There's guys in my circle that have compassion as well as other things. Yes, and I love them to death. Um, I don't say I love them to death, but I love them. Um, so compassion. What are you sympathetic about? What are you compassionate about? If you see somebody outside getting beat up, getting hurt, will you go and help them? Now, here's a question for y'all. If y'all see, uh, let's say a transsexual or a transgender or a cross-dresser, if y'all see them getting beat up, getting hurt, fell down on the sidewalk, um, or walking in some hills and they trip on a walk, or there's some water and they cannot walk in them hills very good, and they're all slipping and sliding every place. They walked good coming out the place, but once they got a block away, they they started slipping and sliding. Would you help them? That's the question. See, a lot of people, or at least some of the people that I came across, they don't like them. And still now you have different people of beliefs, just different people in general that just don't like them. Some people, if they have a friend that is into cross dressing, the moment they find out that he is a cross dresser, they're going to stop being their friend, or they just might distance themselves um, for a whole month or 3 months or a year or more, and when they come back, things is not going to be the same. It's still going to be distance. So where's the compassion? Compassion is being sympathetic. Compassion is being there for that person. If you see a tree getting chopped down or just getting hacked on by some drunkards, just being drunk, having fun for no reason, would you go and help that tree? Or would you just say, forget them? It's just a tree. Those guys is drunk. I wouldn't. Yeah, it's a tree. But guess what? Trees have feelings too. Yes, that's right. And that's a topic for another day. Why trees have feelings? How trees have feelings? What makes a tree have a feeling? That's all those questions that you just asked are is a topic for another day. Um, so I'll leave you with the words, are you compassionate? Are you sympathetic about a person, about a thing, about the thing that you hate the most? Are you compassionate about that person or about that thing? Or are you just gonna or are you just the kind of person that once is gone, um, you're just gonna forget it and find something else of the same thing or close to it, even though there might be a chance to get it back, or or the door has not fully closed. What you gonna do? So that's something to think about. And I talk to y'all later on the flip side on another exciting topic. Namaste.